On this episode of BeamNG or Roadkill, Lieutenant Dan gets his legs and goes on a road trip. That's about it. Car's a ripper. All right, today we work on this pile. So then, I give the story of why this thing appeared in the last episode is, well, I got carried away with a build. Originally, I wanted to use this to kind of test out, the new engines and stuff like that, and put this motor in General Hawk. But I had this thing sitting around, decided to use it as a test car, and it was just way too good. Yeah, originally I wanted to throw this in General Hawk or a different Moonhawk. Actually, this is technically a. Is this still a Bruckle or is this a Soliad now? This is technically a Wendover, but a Moonhawk body. Yeah, it's a Wendover. But pretty much it's the Moonhawk Wendover. It's Bruckle making a Soliad, basically. But yeah, it's a giant, big muscle car. And when Classic Engines redid their blowers, and I saw this blower, I was like, yeah, ain't no way I'm not making something with this. But I started to get carried away when I saw that there was blower surge. So just to show, I wish I could start it outside the vehicle. Yeah. Is that crouching? It sounds really good. Once I found that out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep messing with this thing. Then I went and put it on a dyno. And run after run after run, I was messing with the blower, the pressure that the blower made, the pulley, and eventually we made I'm pretty sure an 800 horsepower small block with 700 foot-pounds of torque. I think those are like around the numbers that it made. If not, it's making like 900 horsepower and it has 800 foot-pounds of torque. But it's so good. It is so good. But there are problems with the car. I just kind of rush slapped this together because I knew it wasn't going to be fast, but I knew that it would be entertaining to at least see it go around a Mario Kart course. But I fell in love with the car. Fell in love with it so much that we're going to build it to do burnouts. Yeah, that's the only thing that this thing is going to be good at doing. So today, Lieutenant Dan is going to get his legs and no longer do a one-wheel peel, even though I am going to keep the differential around so I can put that back in the car when we're done. But I'm going to prep this thing and do burnouts at the charity event for Nebula coming up in a few weeks here. Well, when you see this episode, in a few days. So yeah, this will be one of the cars going and doing burnouts. We're going to drive it north and check out a new course up in Oregon. So we're going to go on a little bit of a road trip with this thing, make it better. We're going to stop at a drag strip and make a test pass with this thing as well, see how fast it goes down the quarter, because I got to know if I actually put a decent tire on this thing, how fast it's going to go. I don't think it's going to go fast, but it'll... I think it could crack a 10. An easy 10. But yeah, there are a few other things that I want to do. I might raise the idle on this thing a little bit. We may put a sway bar in her. But yeah, this thing is good. Actually, I don't know what we're going to do suspension-wise with this thing. May put some sports struts in it, but... let's go get ready to work on it. Oh. So already, oof, this thing does pretty good burnouts. We will go and do one as a test here. Yeah, it does good burnouts for distance. All right, so a few things that I know are already wrong with this thing. First off, this thing overheats way too bad for it to actually be able to go and do burnouts without me worrying about the health of the motor. Because this is one of those situations where I don't care about the chassis that much, but I'm going to try to keep it nice. But then eventually, once this chassis is totaled, this motor is going to come out and go on something else. We're also going to be building a big block for the Freedom Barstow. I'm not going to do an episode on that, though, because that's going to take a ton of time for me to figure out. But that'll more than likely be unveiled at the event, too. But yeah, going to make this thing do burnouts. And the unfortunate thing is that we're going to give Lieutenant Dan legs, because it's no longer going to do a one-wheel peel. We're going to weld the diff. I have the old diff out of this car, so we can still do one-wheel peels eventually, but I'm going to weld the diff in this thing temporarily, so we can at least, you know, get down a drag strip and do the things that I want to do with this car. But cooling is a big thing. It is not going to stay cool. The cooling system is... it's good, but it needs 2 fans. It can't just be a standard fan. Engine-wise, I don't think there's anything I want to do. It is a stout engine. Trans-wise, it has a 4-speed automatic drag transmission. I mean, but yeah, we're welding the diffs. I think we'll put sport. We could put heavy-duty springs in it. Kind of help it a little bit. I don't want to put sway bars. I want the comedic body roll. But yes, we're welding the diff. 100%. It's got a 308 in it. That's fine. Tires are fine. We fixed the front suspension after it clipped on that one track. Yeah, let's put springs. Let's see how much better it does on decel around a corner. Ooh. Actually grips pretty well. It almost like downshifts like really hard. But now. Yeah, pretty good. Alright, radiator though. What did I do on this thing? High performance radiator. What did I do for the fan? It's just a standard electric fan. Yeah, we're putting performance fans in it. So that's 2 fans on the radiator. We'll see how that does. Just wondering if I should just suck it up and put a limited slip in it. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it downshifts real hard. The drivability definitely improved with the limited slip. But yeah, it's weird. That downshift almost like happens and like the tires are spinning faster than they should for the downshift. I don't know. It's a real weird situation. But yeah, I think that's all we're gonna do this thing. Just gonna hit the road and enjoy this thing. I really want to put a cut hood on this, but unfortunately the Wendover does not have a cut hood. Yeah. So eventually this is going to go into a different Moonhawk or a Barstow, but for now it's in this thing. And it's fun. Alright, we're going to hit the road. Oh, shifter. I want to put a drag shifter in it, so it kind of makes more sense. But yeah, we're going to hit the road and yeah, head up to the drag strip. So, and see what it'll run. I think it can do a 10. But I'm going to pack up and we're going to go. All right, it is the next day, and we're at the drag strip. So, how this is going to go is we're going to run it as it is, see what it does. If we go with 10, we leave. Then we head further up north and have fun on a rally course. If it doesn't do a 10, well, put slicks on it, see if it does a 10, hopefully not break it. If I could go like bottom 10s, 10.5 or lower, I will be happy with this car. It will have no need to go faster than it already is. But if it goes 11 with like 750, 800 foot-pounds of torque, I mean, that's a little silly. So, let's see what G runs, if it starts. Oh, yeah. Gotta do a burnout with it, though. Should be good right there. Oh. Oh, wow. $12.1 with a pretty abysmal run. Not bad. Alright, let's put some slicks on it, see how well it does. Now I brought 2 sets of tires because I don't want this thing to do a wheelie or bend the chassis with how bad the sway bar is. So hopefully these Xanto semi-slicks kind of are enough, but not too much. Blower surge does not make this any better. Oh, it could go a 9. It could go a 9. I'm a little scared to trans brake it though. Also, yeah, I brought the brakes along. I meant to do brakes on this thing, but completely forgot. Alright. It could go a 9. We're going to try to go a 9. We're going to give it one shot with the trans brake. This is also just a test, running the car back to back, see if it's going to overheat bad. Then it will tell me if it needs another radiator. I hope it doesn't, but we're about to find out. Yeah, so let's try to trans brake. bad timing. Oh, this is gonna wheelie. Okay, foot braking, it did better. Ooh, the brakes are bad. Okay, to the track we go, because I'm not going to break this thing trying to go at 9. That can be a different day. All right, so we are here in the, what's this place called? Exo Parklands, Zero Parklands. Yeah, this is up in Oregon. This is by the same guy who made the Texas Speedway map. We're going to have some fun here today because, if I remember correctly, there is a rally course. Drift track, Southern Drift Track, driving school, dunes. We'll probably go to the lumber mill, which is, of course, farther away than coming here. It figures. I could go on the ATV trails, too. Paved. Oh, there is an off-road track. Yeah. That's where we're going to go. Okay, we're going to the off-road track. Ignore those two. You'll see them in a projects episode. But, yeah, we have made it. Before we head there, though, there's one thing I'd like to do. That is the brakes. It's pretty sure, yeah, they're stock. They got pads in them, though. Just want to make them a little better. Now they'll probably squeal. Oh, no, they don't. It really wants me to go this way? Well, I will. I won't deny them. The transmission is so gutless in this thing. Like, it only seems like it kind of wants to kick down when it wants to. Which is just typical for a roadkill vehicle. Ooh, there's stages. Oh, did it figure its life out? No. Is this a drag strip? Oh shit, it is. Wonder, is it one of the ones that works? And is it prepped? Well, it does feel prepped. Oh yeah, it's prepped. Seems like an 1/8 mile track, though. That's fun to know of. I think over there is where we want to go. Yeah, I think this is where I want to be. That's the waypoint up there. Let's look at this track. I can do something with it. Oh, Jesus. This track might be a little too heavy duty. Oh, those are whoops. Yeah, that might be a little too heavy duty for the oil pan. Yeah, it needs a better radiator before doing burnouts. Alright, good to know. At least we have solved that. Well, before we entirely quit... Could head over there. Oh... There is a lumber mill. We are not far from said lumber mill. Real quick look. Ooh. Well, here's the drift course. Let's see. That looks like an AI race. Hold on. karting race. Never mind. No angle. Oh. Well, there you go. I mean, the off-road track did not pay off like I thought it would for Lieutenant Dan here, but it does it all. It's the ultimate beater that you throw very little into everything else, but then put at least a $20,000 engine into. So this is honestly a perfect replacement for the old, like longtime members, the Crusher Impala Moonhawk that I did. This is a perfect replacement. Like honestly, road tripping the car, it needs work with the transmission. If I could get that transmission to kick down harder, this will do burnouts like it's nothing. That's what I need. So we'll come back and improve this thing as long as I don't destroy it in the burnout contest. But yeah, May 3rd and May 4th will be a charity event for Project Nebula's 5-year anniversary. We'll be doing a burnout competition on May 3rd in BeamNG and also in my garage. Might be doing one other event in Beam. Not sure yet though. But yeah, hopefully you all have enjoyed though. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.